Looky what we have back here. Joliet Jenny. You know, this guy, flying pig truck. But anyway, as you guys recall, we were put an all new timing chain in this thing. Genuine Ford parts. At least that's what they said. That's what all the packaging said. I didn't buy the parts, so I just put in what they told me to put in. And it's supposed to be 100% genuine Ford parts. So yeah. So for 3 weeks, this thing ran like a Chevy. Ran perfect. Yeah, that's just a joke. Anyway, let's get back to this. This is not time for fun. Funny, it's not funny. Anyway, so let's draw on codes for timing over retard. Weird saying that word, retard. Not very nice. Not sure why they call that. So no offense to anybody. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm just saying. That's what it says when you pop up the code. Timing over retard. So anyways, we'll get past that. But anyway, so we jumped through a bunch of hoops. We pulled the valve covers, changed the VVT solenoids, which all of this stuff, everything was put in brand new and supposedly genuine Ford parts. So anyways, you know, first thing, you know, they claim is possibly, you know, the VVT solenoid could be plugged up, the screen's plugged up, whatnot. Anyways, pulled them out, checked those, everything looked clean, so we replaced that one with an aftermarket. So took it for a ride. Had no power. The best part about this all is when it was screwing up, it ran perfectly fine. So for the first 20 minutes of driving, which I probably already said this in part of the other video, but anyway, that isn't out yet. Still got to do editing, and filming, because we're going to do a lot more filming of this. But anyway, where was I? So yeah. So we replaced the VVT solenoid, did a bunch of other things. Thought it was a catalytic converter's plug, because that's exactly what it was acting like. Was when the catalytic converters are plugged, it would start running like crap and then have no power. And the further you drove it, and the longer you drove it, the less power it had until it damn near wouldn't run at all. So, anyways, we eliminated that issue, and so go a little forward here. So after a bunch of things, checked the wiring, made sure no wires were broke and all that, decided pull it all apart. So anyways, took the timing chain cover off, and this arm was all the way down, collapsed. Piston was all the way in, and this chain was dangling way down here with no tension on it. This side was fine. But anyways, we went and cranked it over. Actually, I took the screwdriver and got in here and pushed up on this, and the piston did actually come out. So I don't know if just when it stopped it was on compression stroke, which then, I don't know, which left slack here. Push that in, which I don't think it should have enough power to push that back in. But anyway, this is one of the part of the reasons why I don't like Fords. This is garbage. All plastic. These even look plastic, the tensioners, the housings of that. But anyway, and then on top of it all, then they had the two-piece spark plug that most of the time break off in the head. Which, cross my fingers, that doesn't happen again, but we did find some ways to lessen the chance of them breaking in there. But anyway, We put all new plugs in this when we did all of this, an oil change and the whole 9 yards, pulled the pan off, cleaned all that, so it was all good to go. So anyways, we took the cover off, seen all that, and then, you know, I pushed that up to take the slack out of the chain, and then we cranked it over with this all off, and what we noticed was oil was just gushing out of this piston. So we're pretty sure that that's not supposed to happen, because this side didn't. But then to make all this job even much better, because now we have to take everything back apart and realign all the timing marks, which I don't think I totally 100% have to. There's other ways you can count the links and blah blah blah, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to take it all back apart anyway, because we're replacing that tensioner and that tensioner and probably that cam phaser, because that was the side that was goofing up. And then put it all, retime everything, change the oil again. But anyways, another thing that happened while we were turning it over and finding that oil leak there, the starter decided to try to chew teeth off the flywheel. So we ain't even dug into that yet. We've turned it over a couple of times thinking maybe it was just, a fluke that it grinded like that, but it cranked over a couple of times, and then when we hit the starter again, it was grinding again, and it sounded horrible. So yeah, on top of all this garbage, we get to fight with that stupid starter, because them are a real pain in the what. So anyways, that's what we're doing today. Pull the valve covers, the coils, and unplug all the wiring and all the other bullshit, and change those parts out, retime everything, and put it all back together, and hopefully not have to do it again, which is kind of funny. Brings up that whole piece of paper thing that I was reading on on the video on this too, where it said if you would like to do this job over again, not worry about those instructions. Well, anyways, those instructions, who needs those instructions? That had nothing to do with this garbage, because it was already timed and everything was good, and it ran perfect for weeks. But no instructions or paperwork or whatever would cause that thing to fail. But anyway, we will catch you all on the next one. Peace.